Good morning, Middle Earth. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Andrew D. Harmon, El Presidente of the Miniature Schnauzer, Entertainment Aficionado. 21 years ago today, the very first video was posted on YouTube. So it's only fitting for today to be the day that I address our audience live for our dozens and dozens of fans around the world. Recently, on my own personal page, I did some teasing, letting everybody know that something's paying attention. And if you happen to be in the CSRA, the Central Savannah River area, this past weekend in Grovetown, at Steed's Dairy, you possibly were at the American Hero Pro Rodeo, benefiting the Bright Eyes Veterans Housing Initiative of Augusta. And even if you were at the rodeo, you probably missed what happened that was so small. But you're going to see it because it's going to grow and it's going to get bigger. What happened this past weekend is going to be shaking the media world. And it's all for entertainment purposes. Or is it? Maybe it's a get back. Maybe it's proof in the pudding. We'll allow everybody else to be the judge. But what happened was the Miniature Schnauzer Entertainment Aficionado, the smallest media outlet in the world, decided to launch a war on iHeartMedia, the largest media outlet in the world. My former employer. Yep. It's time for the get back. Some of the worker bees at iHeartMedia, sometime between Friday morning at 11 a.m. all the way up to this morning, getting ready to start your day in your offices. If you happen to be in the iHeartMedia of Augusta, Columbia, South Carolina, Charleston, South Kakalaka, hello, Hotlanta, Georgia. Jack, thank you, Sinbad, for that line. Yeah, Atlanta, Georgia, or New York City in the Big Apple, or perhaps the home offices in San Antonio, Texas. You might have noticed down in the power corner, the big offices where the big bosses are at, a little antsiness, some extra meetings that they were taking place in, and you weren't sure what was going on, but you could see through the glass that it was important. And maybe when they got out of those meetings and you asked them about it, they probably had their head hung low, and they probably told you, oh, nothing, don't worry about it, it's not any big deal. Yeah, it was me. I'm the big deal. Because I let it be known. I did so by hitting them in two places. I hit them where they least expected me to hit them, and I hit them where they were the most vulnerable. Because for a long time, I've been planning this get back. I've been planning it a lot, to the point that I had to choose a Bible. You know what's great about this? This is practice. It's all practice. And it's only going to get better. Because that's exactly what I told David Spate from the American Hero Pro Rodeo. When we decided to partner together, for me to bring in the company, to launch it in Grovetown, Georgia, and let it be known that I was going to war. You see, the American Hero Pro Rodeo is a staple now in the Central Savannah River area that for many years has gone to benefit the local area in the community. They have benefited in the past the Joseph M. Still Burn Center, the largest burn center in the United States of America. It has benefited the Southeastern Firefighters Burn Foundation, that helps to house families of burn victims that come into the Joseph M. Still Burn Center when they are flown in from across the country and even around the world. And you could only imagine, if you've never dealt with a burn victim, what they are dealing with during that time when they are suffering from a severe burn. Most recently, the rodeo has started to benefit homeless veterans. And I was surprised back in January when David Spate sent me a message on Facebook where I was invited to a private group to help organize this year's rodeo. You see, for those of you who don't know, back in 2017, I left Augusta, Georgia to go to Macon, iHeart. You see, I had applied for a job in New York City, and a particular gatekeeper decided that I was too valuable, that I needed to stay in Augusta, Georgia. And then they sent me to Macon, Georgia. And after 2 years in Macon, Georgia, you know, when I was moved there, I made the best of it. I took Q1063, Middle Georgia's rock station, to the highest ratings they had had in over 25 years. And in my time slot, I was number one, hands down. Once again, coming out of the gate, number one, just like I did when I was with Giovanni and Kim in the morning on 92 Pro FM in Providence. And just like I did when all I was the Public Service Awareness Director and the behind-the-scenes guy, Promotions and Marketing Director for iHeartMedia of Augusta. Now, I haven't been in Augusta for 10 years. So imagine my surprise when I see that I'm invited to this group to organize the rodeo in Augusta. And I bet for all of you at iHeartLand probably never expected me to ever be in Augusta again. But I was looking at that organization, the people that were there, and there was a whole bunch of nobodies that weren't on there. People who think they're somebodies that were not a part of this group. And I wondered why. So I reached out to David Spate, and I was told that for 2 years, nobody from iHeart reached out to the rodeo to help. I thought, according to the FCC, you're supposed to be doing community service. Cliff Bennett, all the years that we were working with each other at iHeart in Augusta, you talked about how the rodeo was so important. Yet it's funny because you never went to the rodeo. And for 2 years before you got laid off, you didn't reach out to David about the rodeo. You fumbled the ball on your community. iHeart Augusta fumbled the ball on their community. You fumbled the ball on the Joseph M. Still Burn Center. You fumbled the ball on the homeless veterans. That's what you've done. So go ahead. Get your stuff ready, because we know that when you come out of those offices and word spreads about this war with the smallest media outlet in the world, who is this guy? I mean, did you see his YouTube video? This is trash. Just wait. Just wait. This is practice. Joe Rogan, keep my seat warm, bro. Keep my seat warm. As soon as my studio is built, we're just months away. We are days away from breaking ground. It's on. Because like everything else that I've done, when I've come out of the gate, being number one, you know what happened at the American Hero Pro Rodeo? Multiple metrics we can measure coming out of the gate, number one. Feel free to call Mr. Steed and ask him. We had more people at the Saturday night rodeo than they have ever had for any event held at Steed's Dairy. We're already trying to figure out how we're going to make it bigger so that we can fit more people in, because unfortunately, we had to turn people away, and we don't want to turn people away. We want to be inclusive and bring as many people in as we can, because most of the people that came in did so for the right reason, to help support homeless veterans at the Bright Eyes Veterans Housing Initiative of Augusta. That's what it's supposed to be about. We also had more people on the Saturday night rodeo than any rodeo we've ever held in the past. Now, what does that tell you? You see, I heard tell about the Children's Hospital of Georgia this last year's radiothon. You broke another record. And congratulations on continuing to break records when it comes to raising money for the Children's Hospital of Georgia and the Children's Miracle Network. Make no mistake, it is known, well known, that you started breaking records, and we did so 4 years in a row when I was there. And what you're doing right now is carrying on what I laid out to be done, showing you how we can make more money for the radiothon. And when I left Augusta, you dropped a whole bunch of things. You let things fall through the cracks. And through the cracks, you dropped the Joseph M. Still Burn Center. You dropped the Southeastern Firefighters Burn Foundation. And you dropped homeless veterans. So I already know what you're going to do. Part of your plan is going to go make promos that you can start thanking our troops that are serving in Iran. You can start thanking our veterans, and you'll go to the Home Depots and all the others and tell them you can add tags at the end of them so that they're tied in, blah, 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 blah. It's not going to work. You've already dropped the ball. And the Miniature Schnauzer Entertainment Aficionado, the smallest media outlet in the world, picked up the ball that you fumbled, and we're going to take it to the next level. And it was all practice. I told David, I told Donald Hanson, listen, this is what I'm doing. I'm launching my own media outlet. I'm declaring war on iHeartMedia. I'm building a studio. But for right now, I just want to come out to the rodeo, being the presenting sponsor and the media partner, and seeing what we could do, and then building for next year. It's all practice. That should tell each and every one of you that no matter where I've been, 92 Pro FM in Providence, iHeart Augusta, iHeart Macon, you're looking at the Reggie Jackson. I was the straw that stirred the drink. And if that comes off arrogant, if that comes off cocky, well, you know what? Too bad. Because each and every one of you at some point, not each and every one of you, or the names that I'm going to name each and every one of you, has come off pretty arrogant, pretty cocky. And all of you were pretty jealous and envious of my natural ability to give about our communities, to embody what it means to have love for the game and truly be a 24/7 person when it comes to your craft. You don't know what that's like. You really don't. How many times were we supposed to have New Year's Eve parties, Cliff? And we talked about doing it. And you cried, oh, it's my New Year's Eve too. And I would say to you, man, where I come from, I mean, we had a saying, if you're not working on New Year's Eve, you're not a DJ. I mean, that's the love of the game. When you're out on New Year's Eve and the party is around you and you are entertaining the people that you are supposed to serve, that is your New Year's Eve. But that's not your job, because you don't understand the love of the game. You love the game. You love people knowing that you're Cliff from Eagle. You love people knowing that you're the guy that's on television. But you don't love the game. If you loved the game, you wouldn't have dropped the ball on the American Hero Pro Rodeo. And it would be you instead of me who is here right now talking about breaking records with little itty bitty what you call low-hanging fruit and all of the balls that you fumbled and I picked up. We're just getting started. It's going to be a lot of fun. When we start putting together a staff, when we get our studio ready, it's going to be a good time. And we're going to be looking forward to next year at the American Hero Pro Rodeo. We're going to be trying to have it at Steed's Dairy again, which we're pretty sure Mr. Steed is going to want that. We're going to see how we can make it bigger. We're going to see how we can make it better. And we're going to put more asses in seats. And we're going to raise more money for our homeless veterans. And we're going to continue doing it for the love of the game and for serving the community. And iHeart, enjoy the rest of your week. Get ready, because it's on.